Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to this week's Hot Stocks Outlook for December 22nd, 2017. A ton to cover this week. As always, we're going to look at Federated Investors, Amerisource, ABC, and really a ton of great opportunities opening up throughout the steel and metal manufacturing space. We'll show you exactly what's going on there. But of course, it's all about process. And whether it's you're trading a financial stock, a services company, or these metal companies, it really is about having a process forecasting trends. So what we have here with Federated Investors are the daily bars and candles going all the way back for the last month here. And we have a black line on the chart and also a blue line. Now, the black line, that is a simple moving average. Really, you can think of that as a summary of what's already occurred in a market, probably one of the most common technical indicators you're ever going to see. And it's a really good summary of where prices have already been. But what we're able to do is compare that value with this predicted moving average. And this is generated via the artificial intelligence found within the VantagePoint software. So whenever we get a situation where that blue line, that predicted moving average crosses above this black line, it's signaling that there's been a shift or a trend change in the market, and we can scan for these opportunities, identify really tons of these trend reversals as they happen in real time. So what we're able to do is, in addition to that trend forecast, that predicted moving average, we're also provided a predicted neural index, and this is an extremely accurate 48-hour indicator. You can think of it looking ahead 2 candles at a time, and it's letting you know about short-term strength or weakness in the market, because you really want to be prepared as a trader for some temporary strength or weakness in the market so that you can hold on to that position and capture that trend continuation and that trend reversal. And so what we have here, as long as that blue line remains above the black line, you want to maintain that position, stay in the market and ride that trend. As long as the trend remains up, we see this market's moved up almost 17% just in the past month here. But in addition to, knowing the trend direction, having that anticipation of the short-term strength or weakness over that 48-hour period, you're also actually provided a predicted high and low range. So a predicted high, predicted low. So each and every day you can really mark these levels and know exactly what to expect, where you want to be getting into the market, where you want to set those limit orders. And that's really the entirety of the forecast. And when you have all of this information ahead of time, makes you a much more efficient trader, much more confident in the decisions that you're making here. So if I go ahead, I'll bring up those predicted high and low levels, and you'll see all of these levels were provided the day before the trading day happened. So you have all of this information ahead of time to really allow you to say, okay, well, if you're looking to get into this market from this point on, you get an excellent entry into the market on this trading day right here, and you're able to capture that almost 17%. If I draw this cursor all the way back here, you're going to see is a predicted low level here of 31.16 and the actual low level 31.15, almost a perfect entry into that trend. So that's how these forecasts work, and really you want to use them the exact same way, whether you're trading, financial stock, whether you have this services company here, or any of these steel and metal manufacturing companies that we're going to cover. But here in Amerisource, same thing. We get a crossover to the upside really almost a month and a half ago with that neural index you see over the duration, continually forecasting that short-term strength over and over again each and every day. You see really the only period you have one day it flips down here, and really one day where it comes down here, we actually get some weakness over those subsequent couple of trading days, but the trend is clearly to the upside. There's a lot of separation between that predicted average and the actual lagging moving average. And so what you want to do is remain in that position. And we see that over the course of this trade here, the market's up 25% in really just a month and a half of time. So really one opportunity, you're talking about a significant return on a single stock trade. And again, if you're a shorter term trader and you want to manage that position over time, you can of course come in with those predicted high and low levels. And we see as this market trades forward and you understand, okay, the trend's up, where do I want to be buying into this market? You're getting tons of really great entries, almost 5 or 6 entries into this 25% up move that happens over the course of the last month here. So same approach, whether you're trading individual stocks, multiple stocks, you really have all the information ahead of time to get you into the market at that trend reversal, but also manage the opportunity, add to your winners, understand when the trend has reversed so you can take your profits and move on to, again, another opportunity as you're able to scan just a lot of trading opportunities using this approach. here in Nucor. So getting to these steel and metal manufacturers, we got crossovers here about a month ago here in a lot of these companies. So what you can do is recognize that, hey, this entire sector is starting to shift. We're getting a lot of crossovers in a lot of these steel and metal manufacturing companies, AK Steel, Nucor. We're going to go over Reliance Steel here in a second. But you're going to say, okay, well, now I can look for individual levels to go ahead and look to get involved in the market. So if you understand from this point on, you want to be a buyer as long as that blue line remains above the black line. Well, you want to bring in those predicted high and low levels. You see a really great entry here, great entry here, great entry here. We get an entry here and a pullback. But if we actually look at these predicted moving average levels, you'll see that look at the distance between these levels. I mean, you never have the trend reverse. It's only about a 4% pullback you get in the market here. And you really identify these trend reversals over a month ago. So you can make sure that you're in place and in position for that 15% move higher in Nucor there. We'll move forward, look at Reliance Steel and Aluminum. Same thing, almost the exact same period of time. You're getting a crossover, neural index up at a 1. So you look towards those predicted levels and say, okay, well, I want to be a buyer in this first week of the trade at these predicted levels. And you see the market moves lower, keeps testing those levels. But over the course of this trade, as it moves forward, you want to be adding to your position, managing the market effectively. And you see that just another position here where you're up over 12%, almost 13%, in really less than a month period of trading here. Last opportunity we'll look at here for today is Alcoa. And again, we really want to take the same approach and also not get into markets too early. See, this market took a little while to get that crossover to the upside, neural index up at a 1. Just over the past couple of weeks here, we've had this market in an uptrend. You see a lot of separation between that blue and the black line. So of course you want to look towards the predicted levels, understand where you want to be a buyer in the market. You just see how exceptional these levels work out when it's that time to get into a trend. Predicted low of 41.91, the actual low 41.72, and the market almost immediately moves higher and continues that uptrend. So never getting that signal from that blue line crossing below the black line. This market's up 17, almost 18% in only 6 trading days. So really the past week and a half so far, making a significant move higher and a lot of money to be made. But of course you want to make sure that you understand, look, the trend is still up. We got a lot of separation between these values. And when the market starts doing things like this, you want to be in the market ahead of time, all the way back here, because it gets very difficult to sort of chase markets down after they already begin moving. So that's why you need something to forecast trends, really these predictive values generated this via the artificial intelligence found within the software. That's going to allow you to get into trades earlier and make sure that you're capturing the entirety of these moves, and again, being very efficient with the types of trades that you take in the market and the levels that you accept. So as always, guys, thank you for watching this week's Hot Stocks Outlook. Just as always, just a ton going on with these big sector rotations, opening up a lot of trading opportunities. So best of luck out there. Thank you all for watching. This has been the Hot Stocks Outlook for December 22nd, 2017. Thanks again, and bye for now.